When Iris returned to her childhood home after her mother's death, the place felt eerily preserved, quiet, neat, as if someone had just stepped out. The air carried the familiar scent of lavender and glue from her mother's doll workshop. She had forgotten how many dolls her mother collected. Porcelain, cloth, wooden, each staring from every shelf with glossy, unblinking eyes. As she walked through the house, they seemed to watch her like old photographs, not alive, but aware. The workshop door was cracked open, and inside, the table looked recently used. Tools lay neatly arranged, threads trimmed, brushes washed. At the centre sat a new doll, porcelain skin smooth, hands folded politely, mouth painted in a soft smile that felt almost warm. Iris's breath caught. Her mother hadn't made a doll in years. The doll wore a tiny dress Iris recognised immediately. The fabric of her childhood skirt, blue flowers, and a miniature locket around its neck. Trembling, she opened it and found a tiny braid of hair. Her own. A chill ran down her spine. She tried to dismiss it as imagination, but dolls throughout the house seemed shifted. A porcelain boy leaned against a wall. A pair of cloth dolls sat hand in hand at the top of the stairs. Then she heard it. Small, rapid footsteps crossing the hallway. Light, deliberate. That night, the house stirred. Floorboards creaked in restless patterns. Dolls she hadn't placed appeared on her dresser, faces subtly altered, their painted lips parted, eyes gleaming as if wet. Approaching the workshop, the door swung open. The new doll sat upright on the floor, locket open. Soft ticking, porcelain tapping wood, echoed from the bed, the closet, the hallway. One by one, dolls emerged, moving with unsettling grace, limbs clicking like tiny bones. They surrounded her, heads tilting in perfect unison, studying her with unnerving focus. The doll climbed onto her lap with unnatural fluidity, its cold porcelain hand pressed against her chest. A pressure surged through her lungs and mind, as if something inside her were being drawn out like thread. She remembered her mother's obsession. The dolls weren't collections, they were vessels, containers for the people she couldn't bear to lose, pieces of lives stitched into permanent forms. Iris tried to scream, but her voice was swallowed. The pressure grew, her limbs numb, stiff, hollow. Her last sight before darkness closed in was her reflection in the doll's glassy eyes, smaller, fading, captured. By morning, the workshop table held a new masterpiece, a porcelain doll with Iris's brown eyes and familiar cheekbones, painted with a gentle, resigned smile. The other dolls gathered around, arranged neatly as if welcoming her home. The new Iris, perfect, delicate, silent, sat dressed in blue flowers, preserving every memory she could no longer hold.